Steve, who do we have with us here today?
Victor, Justin, and Isho. They're here supporting us from People's United Bank. Take it away. And Roberto as well.
Hi, welcome. Thank you very much for coming. So these guys, they're doing the full 9 yards here, right? They're going to be dressed for dinner and everything, and right?
Right, bankers do.
So, very good.
Follow the leader. That's what we do. That's right.
Thank you for coming, guys. So this is our guest of honor, Stephen Santino, with our #1 sponsors and great sponsors, WABC Radio and Leslie Slender from WABC. And thank you for all you do for a number of years now for this great event.
Well, we're happy to be here. I mean, Geraldo is such a huge part of our WABC family, and we're so happy to help the charity, and we love coming out year after year, and it's, you know, for a great cause, and we have a beautiful sunny day. So, and we're honored to have you here as well.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm very honored.
And who do we have here from WABC?
This is Brian Feldudo. He's one of my lead promotion team members. And these lovely young ladies are our interns for the summer. So they're here to help out today and, you know, just support the cause.
So Don Barrick, I remember when we were planning for this, the weather was kind of brisk and chilly, but we were strategizing and planning the day with our great honoree, right?
Yep, no, we got a beautiful day out here. Should be a very nice day out in the course. Good time for a good cause, and should be a great day of golf.
And who do we have here?
John Lalota.
John is with?
John is with Sterling National Bank.
Okay. All right. Well, we're looking forward to a great day. What are you waiting for here? What are you waiting on?
Well, we're waiting for the start, which is probably another hour, so I've got time to kill. Relax, catch up on some work emails.
Planning a game?
Strategizing
the holes?
Not yet. We don't have a scorecard yet. So.
Okay.
The ball at the club, get managed, but he won't go nutty. Right. Yeah, I mean, he had really, like you said, poise beyond his years. Yeah, well, he's got a great family. He has a brother who's got Down syndrome, he's a younger brother.
All right, so we're having post-US Open golf commentary here. So this is a rival competition show from Geraldo.
Yeah, we're going to shoot 200 apiece.
Who do we have here?
Drew Levy.
And
Backus.
So, and what's the name of the golf show here, the radio show?
Golf show?
The game is We Like Dreaming.
Yeah, we like
Ed O'Donnell, how is our day shaping up here, huh?
It's absolutely fabulous, Danny. Thanks.
And I see you're in good company here.
Absolutely the best.
With the guest of honor, right?
Beautiful day. Great organization. I agree with that. Beautiful day.
Thank you for coming, Ed.
Thanks, Danny.
So Jan is a CPA, and you remember Jim from Islandia, Hauppauge, RMP Capital, right? So, and it looks like we got a very successful event today. So, and I was just telling Jan, he used to be a member here, so he has abundant experience on playing the course.
I'm taking the top honor today.
I haven't played since I was here.
Well, it took us 2 hours by bus to get here. So I'm going to hope that you'll commute a lot less.
Oh, yeah.
So, Mark Morgan, Mark, you're handing the baton now to Steve here. Steve Santino are you shedding a tear or what?
You know what? I am so pleased with everything.
Thank God
that
it's
done
over.
over the course of the year. I mean, I'm so pleased with everything that's happening here today. We're subscribed in terms of the foursomes, which is great. Steve did a heck of a job, and I'm so pleased. In some ways, he set a larger footprint than I did, which I'm real happy for. I'm real happy.
Any words of wisdom for me today?
Just have fun. Just have fun.
Thank you. Thank you. it's a great day. So
It is, and thank God. Yeah. Our sun was out over the weekend. It was peaking a bit, but finally came out today. Enjoy the day.
yeah.
There, yeah.
Danny boy, Dan, this one hot? I'll make it hot. No, I'll just use one. I'll just use it. Yeah. I know how to do it. Wait. Put your
Got a $25 gift certificate to the gift store.
What's that?
There's a $25 gift certificate to the store. In the bag, free, $25 gift certificate.
I got it. Oh yeah?
If you need anything.
At the golf store?
Yeah.
That's nice.
The sound of the city, Geraldo, where New York comes to talk. 77 WABC.
Almost 5 minutes to noon. David, John, Will, Jim, and Stephen, I'm not going to have time to take your call. Stephen, I especially hope that you can call back tomorrow. We'll continue this discussion. Right now, I have a special guest. Stephen Santino is the first vice president of the People's United Bank. He is a wonderful man who has helped Life's Work put together this magnificent outing here at the Edgewood Country Club. We are totally sold out, right, Vicki? Totally sold out. So, Stephen, from People's United Bank, first vice president, why get involved in this particular charity, Stephen?
Well, you know, Geraldo, meeting Vicki Schnaps and then you at the opening of the Family Center for Autism, it's just a great organization, and the work they're doing in the community to really help those that have developmental disabilities and you know, need someone to help. The organization does wonderful work.
And what about this triumphant turnout here at the event today? You must have worked pretty hard to make this thing happen.
Well, it's great to have so many people here today, including my colleagues at People's United Bank, and we're very much a supporter of our communities. And it's a beautiful day, and I think everyone's going to have a great day on the course.
So, did you ever think when you became a banker that you'd be doing this kind of stuff?
You know, not initially, but you know, the community has always been part of who I am, and it's a great part of who the organization is. And you know, just being here today and talking with you again, as we did at the opening, it's just a great day.
Do you ever reflect? I mean, look at all the things we're talking about in this country, all the things that trouble us as a nation. You ever think we're going to get our way through and muddle through?
You know, we have a lot of work ahead of us, and unfortunately, there's still prejudice in this country, and it's a shame to see that there's just so much hatred and there's just so much violence as a result of it.
So you are based at Huntington, is that where you live?
Yes, I live on Long Island in Huntington. I've been there for about 3 years, and it's a great community, and enjoy being here today, supporting a great organization.
Edgewood Country Club, we thank everyone here, and Leslie Slender, everyone at Vicki Schnaps, thank you, the group. Made a ton of money. How much did we make? Any idea?
Well, I'm still counting the money from Celebrity
You're still
Apprentice.
counting the money from Celebrity Apprentice.
$720,000.
Over 150 grand from the golf outing to go on top of the 750 from Celebrity Apprentice. We're doing okay. Thank you for listening. Tomorrow we'll continue the discussion. Obviously, I believe that this race issue is going to mark our summer. Stephen, thank you, and thank the people of People's United Bank. Now let's play some golf! Hey!
Eric Braverman, MD, here to tell you about the very best health insurance on the planet. The checkup that uses...
Geraldo's in Pro Shop.
Hello.
What are we doing over here?
How are you?
Catching up.
Huh? Catching up? Hanging out? Go ahead.
Edit that out, right?
$3 for 3 tries.
A little video. Who do we have here, Tariq?
I have next to me Barry Koff, who's in the industry of supermarket for what 30 plus years. He was in Long Beach. He had Associated Store or Seatown for the longest while till he got hit with a sandy storm and got destroyed his business, and he still is very active in the industry, and he's happy to be contributing to the Geraldo Rivera, and certainly to Stephen is being honored with the United Bank, and we are happy to be a part of this event.
Thank you, Tariq. Okay. Thank you, Barry.
You're welcome.
What does Tariq win if he wins? What does he?
We enter him into a drawing this evening for a $200 gift certificate to the Pro Shop, and he gets a sleeve of balls also.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Sleeve of balls.
That's right.
Geraldo, welcome back. The 28th annual Geraldo Rivera WORC Life's Work Golf Classic. Over the years, we've made a ton of money for a great cause and had a good time doing it. I mean, you golfers have a good time. Me, it's torture, but that's another story. I just want to thank everyone for coming out. I want to thank Mother Nature for cooperating. You know, this has been a big year for Life's Work with the Family Center for Autism. It's, you know, I don't want to lecture you. It's like lecturing the choir, but you know what a cause it is, what a tough situation it is for families who are embattled, trying to deal with this condition, this mysterious condition that's come out of nowhere to become something with epidemic proportions. But these family centers are the way to go, relieve the parents of some of that awesome burden. We want parents, we encourage parents to do it, but they need help. They need our help. And there, but for the grace of God, go all of us. So when you're out there, you're swinging, know it's all for a good cause. I welcome many of you back. Great to see so many familiar faces. I want to thank the Edgewood Country Club here in River Vale. They've done a wonderful, wonderful job putting things together. You know, I don't want to get too emotional, but this is the first year we've been here. Marty reminds me, without my beloved brother Wilfredo, my older brother who passed a few months ago. So we'll play with him in our minds. Well, maybe when we hit the ball, maybe I have John Griffin will be my designated hitter to remember my brother, not the way I'm hacking away at it. But I thank you again. Have a great time, and we'll all talk after the terrific round of golf on this magnificent golf course. And what a wonderful day! I want to thank everyone here at Edgewood for the hospitality. Welcome back, everybody. Let's play some golf.
And that is from last year's guest of honor. Look at that. What an improvement from a year.
I haven't played in a year, buddy.
What an improvement.
Good job. Good job. That's what I got. Yeah, I'm rest. What the heck was that? That was I haven't played in a year. That was just gone. He was safe now. It was all that energy. No, just go up to that.
All right, how many under are we, Tariq?
Well, the last I looked at it, without the use of the razor, I was 2 under.
All right.
So now I'm going to go back. Since you are 4 under, that means I should try to, raise a couple of more holes.
All right.
And
become 5 under.
4
Go ahead, let me see.
Okay, so let's give a shot.
Right center.
Right center.
Right edge. The end will come this way.
And then this putt is going in your honor. Okay.
Almost. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're
working on an emergency. What can I say?
No.
You know, but
You're supposed to be out here leisuring, you know.
Well, once I clear the deck of this issue, it's going to be much more than leisure. I understand there's some good food and libations in there, along with our guest of honor. So that, I'm looking forward to.
How did we do here, guys?
Amazing. Great.
Huh?
Amazing. Great day. Andy was wonderful.
How many under?
Questions, a lot. We lost count. So many, we lost count.
How was today, Jim? How was golf?
Today was a great day. It was a great day to honor Steve. It was a wonderful day. The weather was perfect. People, of course, were wonderful. And we had a good time. It's always a good time here at Life Park.
And you visited every foursome, Steve?
Yeah, I got a chance to spend the day with Ed, and we got out in the cart and got a chance to talk with many of our guests today. Some great conversations. Everyone seemed to be enjoying themselves, and we're certainly appreciative of their support of Life Park.
It's good.
My son lived through that time and he didn't do that. That's the time. So it's like, that's the time everyone that you knew did it.
Doing a good job?
A hot golfer.
Yes.
Golf, and we almost hit par. We were 70.
3 over par. 3 over par. Very good. Very good.
And mother.
Where is Steve Santino? Where is he? There's the man. I just want to say, to you and your colleagues at the bank, I am very honored that you have agreed to be the Man of the Year, and it is obvious that you have a wonderful following, that people respect and admire you, and the fact that they turned out and the bank did so much for us. I really appreciate it. You're a man of great character and reputation, and it's really an honor to have you as our honoree. Thank you. And you did a great job on 77 WABC today. I hope people were listening.
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
All right, Steve.
We were listening.
All right. I mean, a couple 100,000 people. So I said a lot about our origins and our purpose this morning. But the one point I really want, because I don't like lecturing to people who are obviously committed because you're here. But the one point I want to make that people don't think about a lot is with so much going on. And I've just come out of Charleston, South Carolina, as I hope some of you know, and all the things that are going on in our country right now with race and all the other things that are happening, and ISIS and all the rest of it. There is this quiet epidemic happening. The epidemic of autism. And it is something that I see such tremendous parallels to the early days of the condition we used to call the mentally retarded, the developmentally disabled, where parents are reluctant to speak about what is happening in their family. There is, for weird reasons having to do with pride or whatever it is, people don't like to say, my child is such and such. And yet we see the statistics, first 1 in 500, then 400, then 300, then 60, then who knows? Where does this end? I have no idea. What is causing it? I have no idea. I'm not a scientist, I don't know. But I do know, and this is where we all come in, that these families are besieged by need and by the arduous challenge of dealing with this quiet epidemic within the four corners of their own homes. Several things have to happen. Primarily, it has to come out of the closet. We have to understand autism. We have to understand that it is an epidemic and a national emergency. People have to be willing to talk about it. People have to be willing to seek help, and the help must be there when they reach out. Eventually, programs, etc., will catch up. Right now, we have to be the pioneers. We have to lead the way. The Family Center for Autism is the pilot project. This is, Rick, this is the way it will be. This is the pressure cooker release valve for these families. This is where the mom can go. You know what it's like to deal with a 14-year-old boy with autism? How tough that is for that mom
to schlep him around and to deal with him acting out and to try to socialize him or her. It is tough. It is a challenge. And who do you call? Who do you call for that help? It's got to be us. It's got to be us and groups like us. I hope we replicate this phenomenon all across the country. Because the need is it is not as jagged as it was when Vicki and I met way back in December of '71 and January of '72. It's not that raw horror. It is more insidious. It is more subtle. But the bottom line is, it is as necessary to deal with it, to confront it, and to find the remedy for it. And between then and now, service providers like us have to step up to the plate and say to that beleaguered mom, life's work's here to help you. We've got this thing. You come down, you do what you can, we'll fill in the blanks. So, I don't want to bring you down. We had a great day of golf out there. A wonderful, wonderful, you could not ask for a better day. What I've seen, just my experience, the camaraderie, the friendship, the people who've been here over multiple years, the high five and how you doing. Some people play golf. Some people like me played a lot more golf than we wanted to. And we played it, and we played it, and we played it. That's the good thing about the best ball. I love that best ball. But I hope you had fun. That's the main thing. I appreciate your generosity. I appreciate your commitment, your compassion. But the main thing is, we'll see you here next year. Thank you very much.
Geraldo has to leave. Unfortunately, it hasn't been a slow news week, and it can't be too uplifting.
Really, it's all about.
That's good. Anyway, you know, the great thing about having someone new, to be honest, I want to agree with them, is that with that new person comes new faces, and it expands on that. And that's what Stephen has done. He's expanded on that. One thing I'm not worried about any longer is the problem that Vicki had back in 1971. I know when we build our first home, we're not going to worry about getting it financed. And I can count on that, right? I'll tell you something else I can count on, right? You know, we've had a chance to get to know each other and spend some time together. There's also, I'm sorry, I do that often. Usually I get fits. Today I get scooped louder, which is very nice. But, what happened was that we also had a chance to meet at when our music, our give it to me, quick. Yes, making connections to music. The amazing thing about that to me is, you know, when Geraldo spoke about the population and the challenges they have, one of the things that I've realized as I've got to know this population, the new population that we're serving, which is those within the spectrum, is that it's amazing to see what they can do when they're provided with the right care. It's amazing to see that there's someplace else they can go and be. And that's, I think, the goal that we have. We're not, unfortunately, we're not the ones working on the cure, and Geraldo pointed that out. What we do work on is helping them be the best me they can be. And there is some other place. And I've looked at some children's past and their present who have had the opportunity to have the care that we're going to be providing through Life's Work, through the family-centered workers. The care of people who are experienced, who are knowledgeable, who are working with that population, and bringing them to a better place. And that's really our goal. I feel fortunate, and I'm sure like many of you in this room don't have a child, or someone connected close to your relative, that are somewhere in the spectrum. I don't. I'm lucky enough to have children and grandchildren that are not. I guess it's my way of recognizing that how lucky I am to say thank you and do something for those that don't. But not only myself, but to bring my children involved and to get my grandchildren involved. And I know I have one of my clients here, I don't know if he's still here, I hope he is, but he brought his son today. And you know, that's the nice, he's the youngest one here, he's 15 years old. And what's important to me is that at a young age, they understand how lucky they are. And that they understand how important it is to give back. And one of the things I learned about Stephen is he understands the importance of giving back. He's had an amazing career. You know, today, and we had this conversation years ago, and I was in the corporate world, and you see somebody who had, you know, 3 jobs in a short period of time, you didn't want to touch them. You said, oh my God, they're jumping around. But today, my God, now, for me, it's, I want to say 40 years later that I'm in business, and I see somebody who stays in a place for a long time, I question why they haven't moved. You know? So the world is in a different place. He's a unique individual. From 1988, he's still with this bank and has grown to the level where he has the success he has today. He's done that because he has the right commitment, he has the right talent, he has the right, now these are the things that all go with what we're doing today. He has the right passion. He cares about making a difference. And he took that and he brought it here today. I spoke to him tonight, some others did too, and we kind of gathered around and said, you know, we don't have a banker on our board. And that's something we could use. As you build a board, you want to fill different slots that people bring different value. So what we have tonight, not only do we have an honoree, but we have a future board member for life's work in Stephen. Stephen, I want to thank you for considering that. Transplant from Connecticut into Long Island. He's been here 3 years, and he's been looking around and getting to know people, and this is a great way to bring them on board. So I'm honored not only that, but to welcome you and really thank you, not only for tonight, not only for the new faces that you brought, not only for the connection to the bank, but also, more importantly, because the greatest gift you can give, especially when you get to my point in life, and I say this all the time, the greatest gift I can give is the gift of time, because I have less left than I have in my past, as you do too. So I thank you, not because of your relationship with the bank, because of your willingness to give up your time, to help make a difference, to take these people, these children, and these young adults to a better place in life. And they can. It's amazing to me how some, in that program, Donald, that we were out together and saw what they could do in terms of music, where they have difficulty in communicating, yet they put their fingers on a piano, and you close your eyes and you do a photo op, shorts or not. All right. He said, George Trask could speak, but my co-chair and the chairman of Life's Work, Donald Barrett. And Donald's done a great job in a very challenging time. He really, really has. And more than that, he's brought us some great people, not only on our board, but also on our staff. So I thank you for your commitment. You've made a tremendous difference. And you know, as I look to the younger people that take over, I'm very happy to see this generation coming up behind me that are going to fulfill those same obligations, those same passions, and those same desires that we've had in the past. So thank you. Now stay up here for the photo op as we bring up, ladies and gentlemen, our honoree tonight.
There we go. There we go. Okay, right here.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. Hopefully you had a great day today out on the golf course. Let's give a round of applause to this wonderful facility and how well they've taken care of us today. I just want to say, just a couple words. I'm certainly humbled to be honored by such a great organization that I've had an opportunity over these last months to get to know. It started with Vicki Schneps, who introduced me to the organization, and then with Vicki and Geraldo at the Family Center opening, with Rick and Janet and the staff. I just had a great experience, and I was introduced to life's work through the Music Connections, and I tell you, it just touched my heart, and it just really made me feel connected to such a great organization. To the staff, to the board, I know how hard and tireless they work to make sure that those that they serve are really taken care of. And you can see it, it's evident. I had an opportunity to talk with some of the parents whose children spend time at the programs, and just how much value the organization brings to them and to their families. So, it's an organization that touched my heart. I'm very happy to be honored tonight. Very humbled to be honored. Certainly, being in Times Square this past weekend with my family was very surreal to see myself on the billboard. And Rick, thank you for that honor. I feel fortunate to work for a great organization at People's United Bank. I've been with them for 27 years. I came to New York 3 years ago and have a great team of colleagues that are here tonight, and family members and friends that are here to support me. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you to a great organization, and I look forward to continuing to work together.
Congratulations, Stephen! Right?